You could warm your hands on the energy that was coming off the orchestra. They are so excited to play.
We wanted a well-rounded, nurturing group of instructors in an orchestra, someplace that he could advance.
A friend of mine was planning on auditioning, so I thought I'd go with him too, and I made it in 5th grade, and I've been doing it every weekend since.
You walk down the hallway, there's cases, there's coats, there's stuff every place, and it's just, in every room you hear a different sound. You know, you walk by the cafeteria, you hear violins. You walk by this area, you hear trombones.
Well, each rehearsal normally includes a full ensemble rehearsal, plus sectional rehearsals. There would be a sectional for the cellos and the basses, there would be a sectional for the violins and violas, and there would be a sectional for the winds and the brass. And so the children have access to the professional instruction at their instrumental level, plus the whole instruction on how a big orchestra works.
From the top down, the instructors are caring, professional, great teachers.
From a first rehearsal, the anticipation of learning something new, and as it comes together and they start looking around and their faces light up as we go from rehearsal to rehearsal, and they realize that they are actually accomplishing things.
I used to do figure skating, and when you landed that jump, it felt really good. And when you play the correct notes and it sounds really good, then you feel happy, and then you feel more inclined to play. And then you get more difficult music, and then you finally nail that music. And then you want to keep going and pushing yourself harder and harder and harder. And then you just really get sucked into the music.
They're like a giant sponge, you know, they want to learn and they want me to push them.
I believe that regardless of what career choice she makes, that this experience is affecting her as a whole person. It's helping her become a person who appreciates diversity. It's helping her become a person who's committed to a long-term goal. It's helping her develop a positive self-concept.
These kids are, you know, they're all a bunch of whiz kids. I'd give a cookie to know what the collective SAT scores of the principal orchestra are, because I bet they blow the average out of the water.
Oh, at the concert, they're nervous. They're excited. They want to get on stage, heaven knows.
Well, the Klein Memorial was beautiful, and it was an exciting place to play because it wasn't a school orchestra. It wasn't like a school concert hall. It was a professional place.
It's always a little tense. They want to perform, and that excitement is contagious.
When we go on stage in our concerts, it's not something that just happens spontaneously. It's a result of a lot of hard work that we put in during our rehearsals.
And they're doing, you know, everything together as a group, and they all have to work together. There is not an unimportant person on that stage. I walk out and the faces just, you can see the energy coming off of them. There's almost like a light that shines off of the orchestra. It's incredible. And you can see it in the audience if you really look. There's just this really sort of anticipatory energy that comes across.
It feels like I'm part of something that can actually make really good music, and Like if I was just playing by myself, it would sound nice, but with an orchestra, it sounds really nice.
The thing that I enjoy the most is constantly coming into these concerts and sitting down and being amazed.
My mother said after every concert she felt like it was a professional group and we just sounded so polished. But I was never really surprised because we worked so hard during our rehearsals.
My God, what a wonderful life they're going to have ahead of them if they're this good now.
They're amazing. And it's them, you know, they do it. I just show them the door.
I'm sitting there beaming, but I'd be sitting there beaming if she was just standing there doing anything because she's my child. But when I see her beaming because she's proud of herself, that makes it really worth it.
It has been a wonderful experience. You can't put a price tag on this kind of thing.
It's helped me stay focused and not stray from where I am.
It teaches her to realize that success often isn't immediate. It's something that takes time, it's something that takes practice, and it's a goal that you set.
This is very valuable. It's definitely contributed to my personal development.
He's just going to be a better person. He is already a better person because of this.
Some will go on to be musicians. Many of them won't, but they will take music with them as they go, and they will do it for the rest of their lives.
The people who run this program, they're all professionals involved in the Connecticut music community, so it's definitely helped me learn more about the music field and career options there.
When I grow up, like when I'm really good, I would want to be in the New York Symphony Orchestra.
What I hope that my child would glean from Gbyo was to view herself as a musician, to have that as part of her overall self-concept.
The camaraderie that they build here, friendships that they build here, you know, it helps them in all aspects of their life.
If anybody is passionate about the arts and wants to see that tradition of great music continue, this is a wonderful place to facilitate that for a diverse group of children with a diverse group of financial backgrounds.
We're now up to almost 250. That's a lot of children in 5 different ensembles. So obviously we're providing something or we wouldn't have these children returning.
And the culture that these kids are getting their hands on here in the city of Bridgeport, it's unbelievable. And there are not many, you know, there are not many like it.
There are some states where, some places in the country, you don't have to drive 15 minutes to be a part of a group like this. You have to drive 15 hours if it's even available.
Even if there are some voids in the local public school systems, they can be met by and filled with an experience through Greater Bridgeport Youth Orchestra. And the children that are in this building today are the ones that are going to be, you know, at Lincoln Center, if they aren't already, some of them.
I am really grateful because this shows me, wow, I can really do this, and it's not as hard as I think it was, and anything's possible now that I can play this kind of music that I never imagined I would be able to play.